You walk into a room and one person owns it. Laughs on cue, compliments on demand, easy confidence. 30 minutes later, you're sharing things you normally keep private. Soon, they know your soft spots, and you still don't know who they really are. You didn't trust them. You trusted the feeling they created. Most people don't fall for charm because they're naive. They fall for it because they're human. Your brain rewards social ease. It rewards being seen. It rewards not being the odd one out. Many of us also carry a quiet hunger to be chosen, plus a fear of looking cold if we don't open up. So when someone feels warm, bold, and instantly familiar, your system relaxes before you've collected evidence. And then you start paying with something you don't realize is valuable: access. You hand over stories, private frustrations, the fears you hide under jokes. Not because you're careless, because you're trying to connect. And connection has a reflex: reciprocity. If someone gives you attention, you feel pressure to give something back. That's why charm works like a shortcut. It compresses time. 2 hours starts to feel like 2 years. But comfort is not character. Chemistry is not a background check. Oversharing can be a reflex, not a real bond. The villain isn't a single person. The villain is a shortcut inside your mind. Psychology calls one of them the halo effect. One bright trait spills into everything else. They're funny, so you assume they're kind. They're confident, so you assume they're honest. They're smooth, so you assume they're trustworthy. And charm has a hidden feature. It's speed. Speed creates urgency. Urgency blocks judgment. When something moves fast, you don't verify, you interpret. You start defending the feeling instead of evaluating the facts. That's why the pattern feels familiar. You learn them slowly while they learn you quickly. They ask questions that feel like interest, but also work like a spotlight. They notice what opens you, what makes you feel special, what makes you feel guilty, what makes you chase clarity. And they often keep themselves slightly vague. You learn their sparkle, not their structure. Their stories sound impressive, but details stay fuzzy. Not with threats, with momentum, with selective warmth, with a version of themselves that fits you until you're attached. In personality research, there's a concept often called the dark triad: narcissism, Machiavellianism, and psychopathy. 3 traits discussed together to explain a smooth but risky social style. Don't use it to diagnose people. Not everyone charming fits this. Use it as a lens. Some individuals can be highly socially skilled while still being low on empathy and accountability. One person may crave admiration and attention. Another may treat relationships like transactions, always thinking 2 steps ahead. Another may feel unusually little guilt and stay calm even while causing damage. Workplace research has found an uncomfortable pattern. In some settings, higher presentation and charisma can show up alongside lower responsibility and teamwork. Leadership research also suggests some darker traits can help someone rise quickly, even if they don't help them lead well over time. Translation: some people can win the room and still be risky in private. Here's the core lesson. Say it until it sticks. Charm is not proof. Consistency is proof. Charm is a skill. Consistency is a choice. Charm is an entrance. Consistency is a pattern. Charm can be real and still be incomplete. And remember this: charm can borrow trust before it earns it. So your first move is simple: slow the pace. If someone tries to fast forward closeness, pause. If they want deep access in week 1, your fears, your money, your family wounds, pause. Real trust grows with time, not pressure. A stable person doesn't need urgency to keep you. A stable person can wait. Give yourself a rule. Big decisions don't happen in emotional weather. Let the excitement settle. Time is a test charm can't fake forever. And if you feel confused, write down what happened. Facts cut through fog. Second, protect private information early. You can be warm and still be selective. Share in layers. Watch whether they respect the layer you're in or keep pushing for more. Notice if your vulnerability gets treated like something sacred or something useful. Third, test one word, no. A healthy person can handle a boundary. They may feel disappointed, but they stay respectful. A risky person treats your boundary like an insult. Watch the pivot. Guilt, sudden coldness, subtle punishment, or dramatic sadness designed to make you pay. Your no doesn't start a fight. Your no reveals the truth. Fourth, track patterns, not speeches. Do they take responsibility when they're wrong? Do they show up consistently when there's nothing to gain? Do they have long-term friendships or only a trail of "everyone betrayed me" stories? Now 3 quick snapshots. A new partner who feels like destiny until your world gets smaller and their influence gets bigger. A coworker everyone loves until your ideas keep appearing with their name attached. A person with a perfect victim story until your boundaries get reframed as betrayal. Repeat it again. Charm is not proof. Consistency is proof. Intensity is not intimacy. Time is intimacy. Words are not character. Patterns are character. A boundary is not cruelty. A boundary is clarity. And one more rule. Charm works best in private, so keep decisions in daylight. Keep your people. If you feel pressured to rush, hide, or isolate, slow down. Because healthy connections survive normal pacing, unstable ones collapse under normal boundaries. Your upgrade is simple. Become someone who cannot be rushed. You don't audition for approval. You don't trade access for attention. You let charm be charm, and you wait for consistency to speak. And when you say no, you say it without heat, not as a fight, as a filter. You don't need dramatic closure. You don't need to prove anything. You simply step back from what doesn't respect your boundaries. Your pace becomes your power, and your standards protect your peace. When you move like that, the wrong people get bored, the right people get closer. Charm can be fireworks, bright, loud, unforgettable, but a healthy bond is a fireplace, steady, warm, predictable. Fireworks are exciting, but they don't heat a home. Choose what keeps you safe in the long run. Charm is not proof. Consistency is proof.